Good boy. So I just made a Rich Bish iced coffee. This is a la American. I'm currently in Arizona. I'm at my friend Gracie's place. This is her dog, Finley. He's so cute in the background. So since the beginning of the year, I have wanted to make a video about things that I won't be buying for 2025. I don't know why I never sat down and made the video, but with summer coming up, I thought this was a perfect time to make a list of things that I don't want to spend on this spring and this summer, and then share it with you guys. I'm also going to include at the end of the video some things that I will be spending money on. So it's going to be a little bit of both. Before we get into the video, let me know something that you don't want to buy. I love making these lists, not for it to be like this strict regime or to totally, hold myself back or deprive myself. Something that's helped me a lot in my budgeting journey is getting clear on the things that I enjoy spending money on and that bring me joy and that make me feel good after I've spent the money, and things that don't make me feel so good, and really pushing those things to the side and straight up just stopping to spend money on them. I'm not the type of person who thinks that spending money is evil. I'm not the type of person, and I never have been, who thinks that in order to care about your finances, in order to be on your budgeting journey, you need to stay home and spend $0 and live with a bunch of roommates. For me, I'm all about balance, and my goal is to find a way to live my healthy and wealthy best life, which includes not spending money on things that I don't need, that I don't want, that don't make me feel good, and saving my money both for the future, but also to enjoy the right now. So anyways, all that rambling intro aside, let's get into my list. I wanna start with the things that I will not be buying. If you guys have anything on your list for spring and summer that you don't wanna buy, let me know in the comments. I really love seeing what you guys are up to. I also feel, I'm just gonna grab my notebook. I also feel like this was the perfect time to make this list and kind of further crack down on my finances, because yes, coming back from a vacation, it's like, okay, and I just was on vacation too, so I'm feeling very spoiled right now. I know that when I go home, it's gonna be the time to really focus in and just be a little bit more frugal. But also, I set a $2,000 in 2 months savings challenge for myself. And in order to save money, you gotta stop spending it, so. By the way, guys, hi Finley. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you haven't already, and please give this video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want to stay up to date with my kind of comings and goings. I've been having a lot of fun making short form content, little mini vlogs about just my life and days in my life as Pilates teacher, little money videos, stuff like that. So if you're on those apps, go ahead and give me a follow. Okay, I need to take a sip of my coffee because it's not going to drink itself. Okay, wait, I can't stop rambling. It's because I haven't filmed a video in a while, you guys, and I'm dying to talk to you. But something that happens every time I make one of these videos, and I've been making videos like this for years, is 1 or 2 or 3 or all of the things that I say I'm not gonna spend money on, I end up spending money on. And you guys get mad at me. You like to give me a little tap on the wrist for breaking what I said I was gonna do. First things first, I'm only human, and I feel like I talk about this all the time, but I'm just constantly making mistakes. I feel like it's a human tendency to be a hypocrite to yourself or to contradict yourself, or just, I don't know. I'm not saying I want to break the promises that I make to myself, but I'm just saying, if you see me doing it, don't yell at me. The other thing is these lists are not that deep. They're more of a guideline than a strict rule book. So there you have it. With that in mind, the first thing that I will not be spending money on, honestly, probably in all of 2025, but especially specifically spring, summer, is property. Okay, I put this one here kind of as a joke because, like I said, a lot of the times when I make these videos, it's like I put a curse on myself and I say, oh, I'm not gonna spend money on shoes, and then I wind up buying shoes. So I was like, maybe if I say I'm not gonna buy property, then something cool will happen. Are you okay? You yawning? Then something cool will happen and I'll be able to buy property. Anyways, I'm mostly joking, and I do want to bring this up because I feel like renting versus buying is such a hot topic. We hear people say all the time that when you're renting money, you are lighting money on fire, and I could not disagree with that statement more. Like, I completely disagree. Not everybody has the money for a down payment just lying around, especially when you live in a city. Cost of living is getting higher and higher, and prices of property are getting higher and higher, what feels like all across the world. Most people do not have a down payment for a home or for an apartment just lying around. I certainly don't. Even if you do have that money lying around, you may want to invest it in other ways, and it's everyone's individual choice to do with their money whatever they want. I think that at this stage of my life, and with the way that my finances currently are, with the way that the interest rates are up and down, with the way that the economy is crazy, I don't have a steady 9-to-5 job where I know exactly how much I'm gonna make in a month or in a year. I think that if I had a mortgage payment to worry about, it would stress me out a lot. So I'm glad that I just have to worry about paying my rent every single month. I do understand that I'm also in a very fortunate position where my partner owns the place that we live and he doesn't charge me a very high rent. I lived away from home since I was 18, so I've been renting for a very long time. Now my rent is quite low. I live in a beautiful condo, and I just want to enjoy this time of my life where paying for my housing isn't a source of stress for me. Sometimes I get shy talking about that because I recognize that it's like a lucky position to be in. And obviously not everybody is in that position, but I think it's also important to acknowledge when you've got something good going on. Let's say you're living with your parents and you get along great with your parents and you're in a position where you don't even have to pay rent and you're just saving money. It's like, take advantage of that lucky position that you're in. So no property for me, not right now. I know the day will come, and I look forward to the day where I'm able to put an offer in on my dream home and blah, blah, blah. But I don't even know where that dream home's gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna, like, it's so far off. The second thing that I will not be buying, honestly, in 2025, but specifically over the summer, and it's not even buying, it's like a service that you pay for, is nails. So at the beginning of 2025, I set the resolution to go 3 months without putting anything on my nails. No base coat, no thickener, literally no nothing. The only thing I did to my nails was, first of all, take everything off that was on them. I had gel polish on my nails, and then I have been filing them with this kit called Bare Your Hands. It's like a glass file, totally non-toxic, it's not even a product, and it just buffs up and makes your nails super shiny. Haven't done it in a while and probably do. I was a total nail addict. Like, since high school, have loved going and getting my nails done, and I can say with confidence that at least 10 years, I have not gone more than a week until now with nothing on my nails. So the fact that I've gone almost 4 months at this point with not a drop of product on my fingernails is absolutely crazy. I thought it would be a lot harder than it was because I was totally addicted to the cycle of getting my nails done. I was constantly thinking about my nails, constantly looking at them. I still care about my nails and I still like them, so I do look at them a lot, but all I have to think about is when am I gonna shine them and when am I gonna cut them or file them shorter. My nails are actually so long right now. I'll show you guys. They have grown really, really long. They're time, like, I think they're due for a little trim. This middle one broke, which is so sad. But I mean, fake nails break all the time. I can't believe it only took 3 months for my nails to become super strong and healthy again. I feel like if you're in the cycle of doing your nails, you let your nails be natural for a week. Obviously they're super weak because they've had stuff on them for however long. And then you tell yourself, oh, my nails are too weak, I've got to go get the stuff put back on. That was me for the first 4 to 6 weeks. And then after that, my nails were like completely brand new, totally refreshed. I'm so glad that I stopped doing my nails. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen after the 3 months was up, if I would be like, okay, glad I tried it, back to the nail salon for me. I was spending anywhere from $60 to $80 a month, plus the hours of going and getting my nails done. Even when I did it myself and I was saving money doing my own gel nails at home, I was still spending hours. And for me, time is money. Because I'm a freelancer, I know exactly how much an hour of my time is worth. So spending 4 hours doing my nails, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I feel like stopping doing my nails not only saves me money, but makes me more money, or at least makes me more time that I can spend just relaxing. I just love it. I look at my nails and I feel so proud of myself that I kind of got myself off the like hamster wheel, if you will, of doing my nails. A couple years ago, I was on that hamster wheel with my eyebrows. I was going and getting my eyebrows waxed or threaded every single month. I decided to grow out my eyebrows. It sounds so weird, but I grew out like the sides. I just pluck the unibrow part now. I don't touch the sides of my eyebrows, and I feel like my eyebrows have never looked better. Obviously, the period of growing them out was super, super awkward, but I just like fought through it and it was the best. So same thing with the nails. I don't know, I guess I'm just becoming like so natural. I don't know what the future holds for me with my nails, but I did set the challenge to, basically I extended my challenge of not doing my nails for 3 months. If I want to put color on my nails, I'll just do regular nail polish at home that can come off in like the swipe of a cotton ball. So no nail salons, like no paying to do my nails for all of 2025. Imagine that. I will maybe get a pedicure, but only if it's like a treat. Like sometimes my mom will be like, hey, do you want to go get a pedicure together? It's on me, and I will not say no to that. But if I'm paying for it, it's going to be an at-home pedicure. Same thing. Number 3, the third thing that I do not want to spend money on this summer is coffee out. So this is also, I would say, in line with a New Year's resolution that I set. I did this kind of in partnership with my boyfriend. We added up how much we spent on coffees out last year. We didn't have an espresso. We didn't have any coffee machine at home, only a Chemex, which I don't really like the coffee that comes out of the Chemex. So anytime I wanted a coffee, it meant going out to get one. Him and I, we live in a cute neighborhood. We have plenty of coffee shops within walking distance. And so we always loved going for a little walk once or twice, sometimes 3 times a week, going and grabbing a coffee together. And it was super fun, but honestly, coffee prices are just going up and up and up. I understand that a coffee shop is a business. They have rent to pay, they have employees to pay, and I don't like diss any of that. However, it was like over $2,000 for the whole year that the two of us had spent on coffees out. And we were just like, that is so ridiculous. Let's just buy a high quality machine and make our coffees at home. So we bought a Gadget machine. We bought a really nice grinder. We've had so much fun like playing around with different roasts and different types of coffees. I feel like I'm still getting the hang of the machine, but it's been so freaking nice. And we can still get that sensation of going for a cute neighborhood walk. I ordered these really cute to-go cups off of Yeti. So I ordered one for myself and one for him. We'll just make the coffees in the to-go cups and go for a walk, and it comes out to like $1 to $2 per coffee instead of $7 to $8, like crazy. So my rule now is no coffees if I'm just like going for a drive, going for a walk. I will not buy coffee. The only time that I will buy coffee is if I'm meeting up with a friend or if I'm going to work from a coffee shop, like if there's a purpose behind the coffee. Do you know what I mean? If it's just to grab and walk around and like whatever, no. I did break this last week or 2 weeks ago because I wanted to make a matcha before I went to go teach Pilates and I ran out of time. I needed a dose of energy so badly, so I did buy a coffee to go to work. And that's the kind of behavior that I want to avoid because I really don't believe in spending money to make money in that sense. I know how much I get paid per Pilates class. If I throw a $7 coffee in there, that's $7 off of my pay. So not ideal, bad behavior. So just always thinking ahead, bringing a coffee with me and saving going out for coffee for a special occasion. Same thing with matcha, chai, etc. On vacation, that's another story, but my camera's overheating. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that notification in a long time. We're so in Arizona. I'm gonna let it cool down and I'll be back. Okay, hopefully we can get through this video without further overheating. Still have quite a bit of coffee. What's wrong with me? Number 4 is jackets. I said this one last year. I said I'm not buying any more jackets. I have too many. And what did I go and do? Buy more jackets. But now I have literally everything I need. And I really need to not. I'm gonna give you guys an example of why I need to set this rule for myself. And it's because I feel like trends change so fast and I feel like every single spring, and I feel funny talking about this because I'm literally in a tank top in Arizona, but I know that I'm going home to like cool spring Montreal weather where I'm gonna need a jacket. But the jacket trends change every year, and if you try and keep up with the trends every year, you're going to be buying a new jacket every single year. For the past couple years, it was all about the trench coat. I found one for a really good price on, what's it called? I got a used one, Poshmark. All about the trench coat, the trench coat, the trench coat. In the fall, we started seeing those working jackets with like the, you know, the two-tone with the collar. Love that trend, and I actually bought into it. I bought a really nice jacket from LL Bean, spent a lot of money on it. I'm glad I got like a classic version of that jacket because I know that I'll have it for a really long time. But I think especially when the trend kind of switches, so then you have, right now what I'm seeing a lot of is the cropped trench coat, okay? So we all just invested in our trench coats because that's what was trendy. Oh, and now you're gonna go ahead and crop it. So what, now I need to buy a new one? So that's the kind of thing, like if you're constantly trying to keep up with the trends, you're just, it's like, we know what I'm trying to say. It's a never ending hamster wheel again. And I love buying in from time to time. Like I said, I bought into the working jacket, did a lot of research before I bought it on the quality and how long you're gonna have it for. Chore jacket is what it's called. But like, I'm not buying a cropped trench coat because I know that a long trench coat is something, it's a classic, it's a staple, but I don't believe that a cropped trench coat is. I'm also trying my very best to stop buying into so much fast fashion, especially when it comes to jackets and things, because I've seen this cycle. I'm 28, about to be 29, and I've seen the cycle of me buying into a trend, buying it as fast fashion, especially with a jacket, and then eventually I know I'm just gonna end up donating it. I don't see myself donating my LL Bean jacket, but let's say I went to H&M, bought a $60, $70 cropped trench coat. I know that in 3-4 years, it's gonna end up going to donation. It was only $70, it's not the end of the world, but it's just, that's how I'm trying to think now when it comes to those kinds of purchases. I can comfortably say that I have every single jacket that I need and more. Given where I live and given the fact that we are in jackets most of the year, of course it's tempting to want more, but I'm trying to just build my collection of quality, kind of timeless pieces over time, rather than just always jumping in on whatever's trending. So that's where I'm at, no jackets this year. Actually, I give you guys permission. If you see me buying a jacket, you have permission to yell at me. Plus, I just bought one. I just bought a new jacket when I was in France. It's like, no more, cut off. Number 5 is similar, and that's sneakers. I was gonna go ahead and just say shoes overall because again, I have so many pairs of shoes. I live in a small-ish apartment too, so with the jackets, it's like storage is also an issue. Like I only have so much room and not a lot of room to store my stuff. Last year, I bought new running shoes, like actual running shoes. I bought new sneakers, flats, I thrifted some shoes. I feel like I have pretty much every pair of shoes that I could possibly need. The only reason why I'm specifying sneakers right now and not all shoes in general is because I have a family wedding coming up in May. And with my dress and with the outfit that I'm going to be wearing, I actually do not have a pair of shoes that match. And I find it so frustrating because I'm just like, I don't know, I don't want to spend $100 on a pair of shoes, but I also don't want to do the fast fashion like Amazon thing, and then I'm going to end up not, like they're going to be uncomfortable. Like I'm just dreading, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wish that I could rent a pair of shoes. And none of my friends have the same shoe size as me, so it's like I can't even borrow a pair. My sister actually thrifted a pair of shoes, Stuart Weitzman heels, my sister thrifted. That would be perfect to match with my dress, but they're so tall I can't walk in them. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may end up just biting the bullet and buying like a pair of flats or a pair of heels, TBD. But that's why I didn't put shoes overall. But sneakers, running shoes, anything like that, I have beyond enough of, and I just need to like wear them down to the point where like they're no good anymore, and then I'm allowed to get a new pair. But until then, no more sneakers. Item number 6 that I will not be buying this summer is skincare and also hair care. If you guys watched my most recent vlog, I just did a bathroom declutter, and I told you guys I probably have a year's worth of skincare built up and piling up. Like I have an emergency stash. I'm like one of those people who, what do you call them? Like survivalists or doomsdayers, where they have like a bunch of canned tomatoes in their basement. That's me with skin and hair care right now. And I'm going to be giving away a whole bunch of it but I have everything I need. I don't want to spend any more money on it. I just really want to focus on using up everything that I have. That also includes sunscreen. Like I've got a backlog of sunscreen, makeup, everything like that. Like I'm so good. No more. I'm not buying it. Number 7, you guys, is purses. I love purses, okay? I don't know if you guys know that about me. I love bags. I love cutie little bags. I just love them. But I have so many. And again, storage is an issue. I'm really happy that I've gotten over my designer bag kick. Like I'm actually so over it. I used to want to be the type of person who could save up and buy myself a new designer purse every single year. But that just ain't realistic unless you're making like big, I want to say like multiple 6 figures a year, because these bags are so expensive. Like unless you're going into debt or you're making so much money or you're not saving a single dollar, it is not realistic to be buying these thousands of dollars bags. I bought my first and only designer bag is a little, I'll show you. I love her. It's a Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy. I got this used. I got this in bad condition because the price was so good. But this was still like $600-700. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It's like blocked out of my mind. I love it, but I have to admit, it didn't change my life the way that I thought owning a designer bag would change my life. So I can say with confidence that I know that spending, let's be real, they're all like $1,500 plus now at this point. A Chanel bag is like $10K. It's not gonna change your life. It's just not. If you have the money for it, do whatever you want. And maybe one day I'll be in that place. But I'm really kind of been disillusioned, if you will, by designer bags. That being said, I think any designer bag that I buy in the future is going to be used, just like how I bought this one. I think it's just so much better value. Again, unless I get like some big bonus or like whatever. For this year, no designer bags. I'm really loving Coach, and specifically I love the Coach outlet. They just have so much cute stuff for like under $200, but that's still a lot of money, and I have more than all of the bags that I could possibly need. There is one bag on my wish list. I saw it in an Instagram ad from the Coach outlet. It's a little Nolita. I already have this one in beige. I paid like $100 for it, but they launched it in a 2-tone pink, and like my heart. Anyway, I sent it to JS and I was like, if you ever want to buy me a present, this is what I want. So maybe my birthday's coming up in a couple months. Like maybe that'll be my birthday gift and that'll be so wonderful. But I don't see myself going out and buying it this summer. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be hard. This is one of those like restraint things, but I don't want to buy any more purses. Not even a little one from H&M. Nothing. Okay, we've made it to the last thing that I will not be buying this year. Zoe, I'm sorry. My brain is like melted. I've been on vacation mode for too long and I kind of have to pee. Something that I want to stop spending so much money on, especially this summer, is gas and parking. When I got my car, and a lot of people ask me like, Zoe, why do you even have a car? You live in a very walkable city. The reason that I bought my car, there's a few reasons, but one of the main reasons is my parents live 2 hours away in another city. I have a dog. I can't bring my dog on the train, and I wanted the freedom and the flexibility to be able to get in my car with my dog and go see my parents at the drop of a hat. That was a big reason why I got my car, and I think that's a very honorable reason. I paid for my car mostly cash, and then over a few years I paid it off, so I own my car outright. My insurance is a little bit expensive, but other than the insurance and the gas and the parking, like having a car is expensive. It's an expense that I feel like I keep really under control for the most part. I don't have a fancy car. It's like an old car. Again, it's paid off. I just love the freedom and the flexibility of having my own car, and it's something that means a lot to me. But all of that being said, I do live in a walkable city, and I had gotten into a routine, especially because I was working at a fitness studio that was like a little bit far from my house that I had to drive to. And so I really got into this habit of using my car a lot more than maybe I needed to. So I was spending quite a bit more on gas, and then I was spending quite a bit on parking as well. Now that spring and summer are here, I really want to scale way down with my car usage and just kind of go back to how it was when I first got my car, which was saving my car for road trips and bigger destinations, and within the city, walking, taking public transit, or taking the bike sharing a little bit more. Obviously that's hard in the winter time, so I'm not mad at myself or anything, but I really want to make a point to not do that anymore. I was spending so much on parking because I was driving to work. Even I was driving downtown just because of like the way the schedule worked. But now that it's nice out, I can walk or I can bike, even if it means waking up a little bit earlier in order to get to work on time. I'm gonna save so much money by not paying for parking and keeping my gas bill a little bit lower. So for the summer, I want to bring my gas bill way down, use my car a lot less. If I have to pay for gas in terms of like a road trip or anything, then that's fine. But just driving around the city, I don't want to do it anymore. Not for the summer. I want to take advantage of the fact that I do live in a city, and that's why I pay a premium on things. So let me not use my car as much either. So those are all of the things that I will not be buying for the spring and summer. We will stay up to date on how I'm doing on that list through my vlogs and through my money content. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if any of these sparked a little inspiration for you, or if you will be spending money on some of those things, or just any of the things that you don't want to be spending money on. I thought it would be fun at the end just to include a little list of things that I will be spending money on, because like I said at the beginning of the video, it's fun to like mix certain things, but sometimes we need to spend a little bit of money. So here I'm just gonna rapid fire some of the things that I will be spending on. The first thing is hobbies. I am getting into sewing, so I'm gonna have some sewing lessons and buying some fabric maybe. I think it's really cool to invest in your hobbies, and over the winter I invested quite a bit into skiing. For the summer, I want to invest a little bit into sewing. Luckily, skiing versus sewing's gonna be a lot more affordable. I'm just really looking forward to starting that hobby. Another thing I will be paying for this summer is workout classes. I was working at a fitness studio, like I said, the one that was farther from my house, where they actually gave me a membership. It's so ironic because I never used that free membership. I never ever used it. I got into a phase where I was only working out when I was teaching, like I wasn't doing any workouts for myself. I realized that that is not a really healthy relationship to have with fitness. Now I don't get a free membership, but given that teaching Pilates is a side hustle and like a kind of a profession of mine, I think it's important to invest back in that profession and learn from other teachers, get out of my comfort zone, try new things, but also have my own workouts. So I know I'm gonna pay for some reformer classes. I wanna take reformer at different studios around the city. I have hot yoga and hot bar, hot Pilates credits that I need to use up, but if those expire, I will buy more. I also wanna try out some boot camp classes. So just not all the time, not tons of money, but here and there paying for a class, because it feels so good to go to a workout class. And I think it's like putting your money towards something good. On that same wavelength, something that I will be paying for over the summer is physio and massage therapy. I've already started paying for this and it's so expensive, but I'm already feeling so great in my body. I get a lot of pain in my knee while I'm running, and so I'm working with a physiotherapist every couple of weeks, which is like so much money, to help correct my running form and release all of the tension in my left leg. I'm already feeling so much better, so it's just a worthwhile investment. It's like, do you want to get your body functioning properly, or do you want a new purse from Coach? It's like, I want a new purse from Coach, but let me get my body in check. Another thing on that wavelength is I will most likely be spending some money on athleisure. I feel like when it comes to casual clothes, I have so much. I love clothing, but I have enough. I feel like I don't have enough workout clothes, and I feel like I would love just maybe 1 or 2 more sets for the summertime, especially with it being part of my job. It's like I want to feel good when I go to work. I've been really careful not to justify buying so many workout sets because I teach Pilates, but I haven't bought any new workout clothes in months, and so I feel like I'm kind of coming due for a new set or 2. Some of the brands that I love for workout clothes are Aerie. I love Lululemon, but there's a brand, like a Montreal specific brand, called Suave Activewear. There's also one called Jolawear. They're both from Montreal. I think I'm gonna order from them to like support local and try out a new brand for a workout set. That's the kind of thing though that I do wanna like save up for. Maybe I'll get it for myself as a gift if I complete my 2K in 2 months challenge. I wrote down a bathing suit on this list. I haven't bought a new bathing suit in a while, but then again, Montreal is so not a bathing suit city, and I feel like I don't actually spend that much time in a bathing suit unless I'm on vacation. A couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I invested in 2 bathing suits from Monday Swim, and they lasted me so well for 3 years. They still look great, but they're like starting to fade a little bit. So I feel like I could use like a little refresher bathing suit, but then again, it's actually not necessary. If I do buy a bathing suit, I really want to try one from NYX, another Canadian company. So we'll see. The last thing that I will be spending money on this summer, and I'm actually going this week, is haircuts. So I cut my hair into a bob, when was it? Like end of March? No, beginning March. I'm like so confused about the time. I feel like when you have short hair, you really see the growth quickly. So you need to go to the hairdresser more frequently if you want to like maintain. So you need to go to the hairdresser more frequently if you want to maintain your original style. When I cut my hair, I cut it to like a moderate length. I mean, I cut it quite a bit, but I didn't get the shortest bob ever. I knew that come summertime, I'd want to go even shorter. So I am going to go in for the chop. I think I'm going to cut like an inch off. I'm doing that this Friday. It's funny because having short hair is more low maintenance on a day-to-day basis, but you do need to get it cut more, because when my hair was long, I only went for a cut every 3 to 6 months. I feel like now I need to go for a cut like every 6 weeks. But I love my stylist. She is a great price. Like I get my hair cut now for under $100, and having short hair has been giving me so much confidence. I feel like it adds, I don't know, like a style element. So I'm happy to kind of invest in it and keep up that look. So that is everything, you guys, that I will not be buying, that I will be buying. I hope this video was fun. I had so much fun just sitting here and filming it. I'm gonna finish this coffee and then I'm gonna go lay by the pool. Maybe after I edit this video. Anyway, you guys, love you so much. Comment a little money emoji if you made it to the end, because I feel like this was a long video. I sat down to film and I was like, this video is gonna be like 15 minutes long. I've been filming for like 45 minutes, not including my break. Okay, you can tell I don't want to stop talking because I kind of missed you guys because I haven't vlogged in a week. I'll see you guys back in Montreal. I love you so much. And yeah, cheers to being healthy and wealthy. Bye.